I think the thing that got me into dancing was seeing my mom dance. That was the first time I've been blown away by a human being, like dancing and having fun, because she was the first person I was around for the majority of all my days. So I think at 3 years old, I began to put things together that this was awesome, or this is something that you can kind of do to be happy in life. So from seeing her practice routines for music videos on TV while I was in the crib and everything like that, I was like, okay, if mom's doing it and having fun, then I'm definitely gonna try to do something like that and have fun. You know, I found it at 3, I think. I got involved with After Midnight through Wynton Marsalis. I've been working with Wynton Marsalis since 2007, on and off tour intermittently, internationally and nationally. You know, he had always said he wanted to do something, you know, like a Broadway show, but he says he wants to do a lot of things, and sometimes, you know, he just doesn't have that much time to do it. And it just so happens he partnered with, you know, Encores and Jack, and you know, they got this thing up, and it ended up being a lot like what we do on tour with Jazz at Lincoln Center, but just for the Broadway stage. So yeah, it really was. Wynton was my gateway to getting up on the stage and doing what me and him do in the jazz world. And sometimes you don't ever think you're going to get opportunity to do that kind of stuff, because it's so pro something else as opposed to, you know, immediately for the Broadway stage, and to see them be able to work their magic and make it work for the Broadway stage and for Broadway eyes, it's just been a blessing. What I do every night before I get on stage, that kind of stuff varies every day. It's playoff time in the NBA, so I'll watch half of the game before I go out on stage, and I'll be hyped or, you know, mad about a game, and you know, it'll affect the way I dance on stage. So if my team didn't win, or if they're not playing good, by halftime I usually go out on stage and try to burn a hole in the floor. If I'm happy, sometimes lately if I'm happy, I've been doing a lot of wings and some cool stuff that flies off the ground. So I don't know if that has to do with anything, but you know, my prep really is emotional. I think it's very emotional. The way I'm feeling that day, whatever that state of being is, I focus that into, you know, ideas and musicality and you know, rhythms, and you know, I feed off of the band and everything like that. So it really is my emotions throughout the day. And once I step on the floor, whatever kind of comes into that world, I go with it, and I go on impulse, and that's why Tap Mathematician changes every night, just a little bit. I got my set places to go to, but in terms of what comes out spiritually and emotionally, it's gonna be different. Some funny moments that I had during After Midnight, I think all those moments came during the previews. The one big one is, you know, I had this part in the show where I dance on a table, and I definitely broke the table during previews, and it was okay. It was cool. The table was a little weak, and you know, I've been in the gym trying to get a little workout in, trying to up the poundage just a little bit. So I've been making sure I eat a lot, because I burn a lot of weight when I dance, and you know, I got up on the table this night, and it just, she died on me. She broke away on me. And the cool thing about it is that the way the table broke, not only did I get a huge gasp from the audience, which is kind of cool, it's the same gasp when you look at people on like trapeze or the tightrope or something like that. But the way the table broke was like, when it broke, I fell to the stage in a standing position. So it didn't look like I fell at all. It looked like I just plopped down to the floor, and right on the beat, I turned around the table and continued to do the section of the dance that I was doing, and it worked out perfectly. So it was like, you know, it was a cool moment. Sometimes the mistakes are the beautiful moments in the show, and I think that was a beautiful mistake. I think the best part about being an ensemble member in After Midnight, part of the group, is that to be recognized for the special things that you do that stand out, to be able to be a team player but yet stand out as well. I think that's very important in life. I think all great leaders are team players first, and that's why they're great leaders, because they know how to work well with people, they know how to blend, and they know how to, you know, reach out whenever they need to. And I think that's the greatest part of being with this cast, is that everybody's so good at what they do, and they jump out for their special reasons, and they also come back to the group and they elevate that energy as well too. And I think that's actually difficult. That doesn't come easy for a lot of people. And I just think we all we got it. We clicked on that first day of rehearsal. And you know, you have your point guard, you have your 2 guards, you have your quarterbacks. You know, everybody plays their role really well, and everybody wins the game at different moments of the show. So it's really cool to kind of do that every night.